What's going on, YouTube? Quick lesson today here. I'm starting to go through some of my older videos, and I want to redo some of them because of, at the time, my lack of being able to put up tabs and being able to go through them with better lighting and camera angles and things on my guitar. So now that the quality is improved a little bit, hopefully for the the student here, hopefully now I can redo some of these and make them a little easier on you to learn. So one of my very first lessons that I did when starting this channel out was on the diagonal minor pentatonic scale, and I might have even have redone it once, but I want to redo it again since putting up tabs, because this is literally the first thing I really ever learned on guitar. I mean, I learned some other things and I could strum some chords and things like that, but this was like, I really learned this pattern even before my normal, what we call our cowboy pentatonic, right? Every cowboy knows it. So, once again, not named because it's made for cowboy music. I like to always reiterate that. Well, I call everything the cowboy chords and the cowboy scale. Anyway, so, most people will learn that first, and I mean, I'd probably learn that second or third, so I still base a lot of things in how I relate them back to that scale. But this diagonal scale is the one that I still am absolutely the most comfortable in to this day, because it's the first thing I learned. So I want to go over it with you guys and go through the notes of it here and actually be able to tap it out. Now, because I was playing over a backing track in A, I want to do this in A. However, this scale is rooted on your A string, so we're going to be starting it all the way down here at the 12th fret, okay? So realize if you're doing this in D, it starts there, right? If you're doing it in C, if you're doing it in G, right? So you're going to root where you started on your A string is where this scale starts. So in A, it's going to start on 12 on your low A string, and then on your D string, you're going to play 10 and 12, and then you're going to slide to 14. That's going to set you up in your next position here. On your G string, you can go to 12 to 14, and that sets you up right there for 13 on your B string. Now, if you're playing a full minor scale, you also have that note behind it on the 12th fret available to you. Pretty much every single application, unless you're playing this over major chords, that's going to work, right? So, that being said, because we want to leave this as pentatonic, we're going to leave that note out of the tabs, but realize that in most situations, that's fine. Now you're going to slide up to your next position, and you're going to play 15, 17 on your B, and 15, 17 on your high E. So that whole scale, slow, back down, cool. So that we're gonna keep this pretty short today. I mean, real quickly, I'll say the reason I like this one. I mean, there's multiple reasons. Obviously, I told you because I learned it so early on in my learning. But I'd say the biggest reason I really like it is because of how it moves from one position to another, right? So if you're playing something, we're playing this in A, right? So if I'm here in this position, I can easily slide back here and get back to my main cowboy region, right? Except down here, but you get it because we're running out of frets. I'm just doing it up there, but you got it. So, but my point is that's really what is great about the scale, just the way it gets you from one place to another. And then because it does that, it gives you all these neighborhoods, I like to call them, to kind of stop and hang out at, right? You got that neighborhood, then you got... I spent a lot of time in this neighborhood. Then you got this neighborhood next to it, which is kind of like your Mixolydian land, right? Right, you got all that, then you're right back to your minor pentatonic box next to it, right? So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of a couple quick bullet points on why I like it. I can get way deeper into other things that are great. Where the double stops lie. Really cool, right? Like those double stops and the way they lay and the way the intervals lie on the strings there, very useful stuff. So cool. We'll do even a deeper dive into this down the road because, as I kind of explained, I just love this scale. So, or I should say this way of playing the scale, this finger pattern for the scale. So cool. Hope that helps. Just a quick one here. Like, subscribe, share if you'd be so kind. Y'all know how much I love you and appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the flip. Keep on picking. Later, y'all.